Hello and welcome back to my channel. In this episode I will show you a bit week in the sort of a very short brief over every city in that I have made, every city where the E4 went through. But yeah, now um, now I will do in more detail as I have done with the other cities. So yeah, let's begin. Now, before I will show you what I did after last episode. Well, between not between that episode and this episode. If you have seen the last episode, or actually I think it was the episode about Bjurholm, then I said that this was wrong before, because I said that the tunnel should be here and then there should be alongside the road here, and it should go like a curve like that underneath there. And I hadn't done this the last episode, but now I have done it. So you can see here that this actually this doesn't lead to anything. Maybe I'll use it somewhere in the future. No, that's not correct. There, you see, it just stops there. So the trains doesn't go this way; they go this way. So it is pretty neat, actually. I think you can't really see that from the road, which is it's meant to not be seen. And now, if there would be a train, you would see that it would do that very clearly if you went right there. But if you go here, you can't really see that too well until you are here, and it should be seen when you are here. And also in real life it is a little bit lower than the road, so it is really accurate. And then you come to here, and in real life these and the actual wires or cables is like below the surface, well, below the top, the height of the ground. So it is this deep in real life. Then also this bridge had to be elevated one step, but yeah, so it isn't actually too low. It is kind of perfect, actually. Now I don't know how they fit everything of this in real life. Well, obviously it isn't as far, and I think that maybe the road goes slightly that way when that goes there, so it wouldn't be this very sharp curve and then just straight there, because I think maybe the direction would be more in this direction, so I don't think it would have to do that. But in this game, Ånge lies here, which is the place that this railroad, this goods line goes to. And then, yes, it exits there. So yeah, I could have used that tunnel, but I think it would be much more fun to use this, because you see more of the trains then. But yeah, I guess it would be cool to see a train go into there also. But and I was wrong, it was just a boring regular tunnel, not this one. I used that one before in the other tunnel. But yeah, which was here then, maybe there, but yeah, you see. Well, you can see that like the thing that's left of it. But yeah, it's a bit close to the turnoff here. It isn't. Well, whatever. Let's begin with the episode. And now I will let's save the fun for the last, because that is the best thing. Now this town I have this city I have actually made more accurate than any other city down below Umeå, because in real life there is a road here which goes straight down there. I don't really know if this one is there, but I think that built itself. And this would be a harbor. I was thinking about putting in a harbor, but we'll see. Maybe if I start to ship something at some point, because Örnsköldsvik lies right by the ocean, like you can see here, because here's Finland, and there is like a little bay here in real life. I think it would be a bit further in, but in this game it is this close to the open sea. So well, I don't know if you say open sea, but it's big anyway. So yeah, in real life there would, but it is straight and then diagonal, and then there is also, yeah, this road, and then there is this road which is connected to a roundabout, and this thing is also accurate. I don't remember if it goes under there, so this part maybe not be accurate, but it is like this, I know. And then the thing is that the bus station would be kind of behind all of this. But yeah, the buses would come in here and pull up like that. They wouldn't go in and just, yeah, they would come from the rear. And then you would have like terminals here with glass here. So this would be inside, and then the places would be, the base would be straight behind them. And this road wouldn't be this close to the station. It would be like this one, and then a bit of this would be kind of close. Yeah. Okay. Oh, kan du stänga dörren där? Tack. So yeah, it would be a short bit would be the road, but not that close. I just had to make that because in real life this would be kind of stone, so it would be like this, or well, I guess it would be concrete, but yeah, it would be like this, but you can't have this and at the same time have a station. Well, not that I know of. Maybe you could, but I had already placed this and made all this when I discovered this, and I didn't really want to redo it, so I just made this and it goes around there. So well, it isn't completely accurate, but the view that you get like this is really accurate. And yes, I think that it is, this road is like this. It's just not this thin right alongside the station, and then it goes into a tunnel over here. Now this in real life goes into a big, well, big-ish freight yard, sort of. It's a place where you can switch wagons and stuff, at least. And yeah, I think this is kind of cool because it crosses it right after the station, and it is quite sharp. So the trains coming from this side, they turn kind of sharp here, but they do that in real life. Now it would be a bit, this tunnel would be a little bit there, I think, because in real life it would be a lot more greener here, obviously, but you wouldn't see the tunnel from the platform. But in general it is about in the right place. I think you could see the tunnel from this platform, but just not from this. Now it isn't that clear from this platform, so it is, yeah, worse. But yeah, in real life you wouldn't see it at all. So that's this part that is accurate. The rest of the roads isn't accurate except the E4, which goes here, and it goes right through and have connections with the rest of the town and all stuff, and it connects to roundabout, and it goes off under this bridge. So yeah, that is E4. Now this part is also accurate because this is Örnsköldsvik Norra, and I think in Örnsköldsvik there is a hospital up here somewhere. Maybe here or even here, but I think it's somewhere in this area. It isn't this big, but it is here somewhere. So maybe it's a bit wrong that it's a mountain. It's just, yeah. So it should be town built here, but there isn't. Oh well, these are very used. It could do with a repair or something. But yeah, so this is Örnsköldsvik Norra. Now this goes over there. Then this isn't accurate, really. I mean, there is like houses here and stuff, but the actual roads aren't accurate themselves, really. It's just this part from here to there, and then off there, yes. Now it wouldn't be this far out, it would be more just of a little bit, but you know, you can't build stuff without yeah, if you do something small in Transport Fever, you have to do it big. So yeah, I would love to have a mod which would just be a piece of road which would still be connected to the road. Just, I mean, it isn't a big area of grass in the middle of the thing in real life, because it isn't that far out, so it would just be a wider sidewalk thingy, but with like plants in it or something. It's hard to describe, but yeah, it wouldn't look like that in real life. It would be much smoother, but that was the best I could do. At the same time, I had to connect it to the building. Now I actually cheated a bit. I put in one of these inside of this, so they go into the elevator or the stairs, and then they climb down to ground level, and then they enter the building over here or there, and then they can access the platform. But it looks good from the outside if you don't know anything. It also says Örnsköldsvik Norra there, which is really nice. Now Örnsköldsvik, I meant to say this when I spoke about this, but Örnsköldsvik literally means what this is, because in Swedish this would be like a vik. Now what that would be in English, I'm not really sure. I haven't got the word at the moment, but you can see for yourself what it is. But yeah, There's probably a good word for it, which I have probably heard, but I just can't. I just am a bit lost right now. But yeah, so this is the station. Now, in real life, this would be building down here, and then it wouldn't be like a gap between these. And then I think there would be another, so it wouldn't be this high instantly. Now, actually, I think, well, this would be ground level, and then they would go up a bit to this level here, and then maybe here they would go up to this level. So in real life, it's three kind of stages of yeah, increasing height, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so I had to make it like this to make it work. Yeah, but I think it looks decent because I've tucked up the bus station behind here, kind of neat. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. And then this part is really nice. In real life, I think there would be some kind of elevator here. You could go up, and there would be a bicycle road here, which I think there would be city here, like connected via this or something. But I haven't made that. Maybe I'll do it in the future. I don't know. But yeah. So these trains stop here. They don't stop at Örnsköldsvik Norra. They go. Excuse me. They go on this track. Now this track is in use in real life, because this is like a big company with which you would pull in goods to, I think, or they would ship it out or something. But this isn't electrified in real life, so you could enter that from here. So it is connected. It's not just alongside. Well, it is, but I mean, it is accessible, and there is fencing, which is neat. Maybe hopefully I'm right here, because otherwise, well, otherwise I'm not right. But I think when I right click and drag with the mouse, it gets like it jumps and looks really bad. I mean, for me it does kind of do that because it lags, but then it isn't as bad as in the video. But I think if I do just this or that, or do like this, you know, I don't think it is as bad as if I do this, because then I think it gets really messed up. So hopefully this will do. So I'm trying to just use the keys. Maybe it's a setting, I don't know, but if it is, please tell me. So yeah, I will let this train go now, because I think it's so beautiful when it moves and pulls out of the station and whatnot. So I will select that version, and I will look at it. It's a green signal. It has gotten a green signal. So yeah, it's kind of cool, I think. Then also we have the regular Norra Tåg, which stops here, and they go off to Sundsvall, which this train does as well. Now I'll check how long I've been going for, and then if we have time I will cover Sundsvall as well. But it would kind of be fun to have one city per episode, because Sundsvall I have done a decent amount on, and I would rather like to have just half an hour episodes rather than 1 hour if I can avoid it. So if this is like 20 minutes now, then I will stop it when I have showed you the last little bits, because it isn't much more than this. can't think what else there is to show you really. I mean, it may look like a little, but it wasn't a little when you build it. I don't really know much about this. I just know that in real life there is a track going out to here. You don't really see where it ends, so I just made a short bit there. Because yeah, there's a road here, so I don't really know where that would go. But you can see this beautiful bridge. Now this is a fancy tunnel entrance. I know that. It looks really nice, I think. And it feels closer in real life, really. Well, nah, actually not. So let's see if I take one of those. You could see the tunnel over there. You could do that in real life as well, which looks really awesome. Well, I have only been over there at the platform. I don't think I have been all the way over here in real life. Yes, I have been on this station. I have like been to the city also a couple of times, so I haven't just been past this station. Yeah, I have never been out of the station in Örnsköldsvik Norra, because we just go past this. But there is actually a fair amount of people that is using this. Also, the platform is really short, so apparently when it has like 16 people and it's complaining, you see here some passengers will leave because the station is overloaded. Even 5 is too much, or maybe that is because of it being the same place. I don't know. But the X3000 stops here. The SGX X3000. Now I think it sounds better to say SG3000, but yeah, I think I want to say SG3000 because yeah, it will feel more English to you that's watching this. Yeah. Now I know what the last thing is. This part is nice. This part from, well, really from actually I will go ahead and say from here to here in the with the railroad is completely accurate. I could almost say it's 100% accurate, but I can't because it isn't. But it's really close. You see, these two tracks, double tracks, go this far, and then they merge together here. Then after a while, you see a old track alongside it, and it. Let's see, where do we have next train? No, I can't just go like that. I have to. Where do we have the next Norrtåg train? So there is one. There is another one. I know that. And the third one, yeah, right, that's... You're there. Oh, it's waiting for that. Yeah. And wait, and when are you leaving? You're leaving. You should have already left. Oh, wow. Same problem as the last one. It's because you were late, right? Still not. No. Hopefully you won't stay there and wait for too long either. But yeah, where should you be? Okay, so you should be at Umeå. Or? Yeah. Yeah, you should be at Umeå. On your way to Umeå Östra, but you are not. Because that hasn't moved. Well, now it has moved. Well, now I got off track again. Very funny, yes, indeed. I think I'll have to catch that train. Um, excuse me for that, but yeah, I'll jump on a train and show you how beautiful this looks from the window. Because if you love trains, yeah, you will love it. Hopefully, I love it. So yeah, there would be this old track. Then it would go to 3 tracks, which the regular trains would use. This would always otherwise be for just I think for switching when you switch the goods wagons around or something. So it would be diesel the most of the time, I think. But yeah, 3 tracks. Then they split so that well, you could go to this track from this track, and it separates, so there's at least 1 track length between. Well, 1 track width between, and then it goes out to 3 tracks and 1 straight out there, and it stops here. It isn't. This isn't too short or too long. It stops like there. So this thing is accurate. Yes. And it goes, these 2 continues on a bit, and this goes a bit to the right, and then it goes very smooth in. So it's a really long turn point, it's called, or switch. If you look at the speed limits, you can see it could drive 250 kilometers an hour all this way. Well, not here, but this only goes for the ones that are turning that way. If you come this way, you can go 250 all this way. So it's a very smooth point or switch. I think you would say, well, I'm not an expert, but I think you would use switch only in the United States, USA, and you would use maybe point and switch, perhaps, in Great Britain. I don't know what to say in Australia, but yeah. Now I will just sit here and wait for that until it is when does it leave? Is it 55? No. It is at 000. And then we will jump on it and ride with it. 10 minutes later. So yeah, as you can see, we are now on the move. I will show you the whole of Örnsköldsvik from this view as well. So we're about to come out of the tunnel. It is longer than you might think, or at least longer than I do. I always think like, now it's now and it never ends. It's just now we're out of the tunnel. So as you can see, we are on the other side of that platform. This platform. So yeah. Looking at, well, now I'm not looking at it now, but I looked before where the other trains was, so I don't think we're meeting the train. Maybe. No, I don't think we'll meet it before episode 11, because I will show no longer than yeah. Now, if I will probably make a vote thing if I figure out how to do it, but if you want to, I could make a video where I am quiet the whole episode and just leave you with the sound of the actual game, where I either sit in the front in the cab and watches the whatever route from the front, whether it's the night trains or it's these trains. Or if I would be like a passenger and sit like this in these trains or in the night trains. If you want me to do any of those, please comment, and in that case which one, and if it should be on night or day, because there is a night mode. It isn't great because it isn't completely dark. It's more like dawn or something. It's not dark, it's just darker. I mean, it looks like late night, but it doesn't, late evening, sorry, but it doesn't look like, it isn't black, it isn't pitch black, but it is a little bit darker. I think the sky is almost purple, but yeah. So if you want me to do any of those like rides, then do comment, and please like and share and subscribe, because well, it's kind of a long name for a channel, so if you want to find it more easily, you should subscribe, and then you get notifications on the videos, and I only have 6 with this one, so it ain't really hard to find the actual videos, but you'll get a notification every time I upload anything, so then you don't have to search for the channel all the time. Yeah, if you like what you're seeing, that is, if you want more, because remember, I will do one episode for every city until I have done all cities, and then I will start to build something in the cities that I haven't made anything in yet. Because my plan is to make like almost every train route in the whole of Sweden, and also to build everything as similar as I can make it. It won't be perfect, but it will be quite good. So we need later for these trains. So I think there was scheduled like 5 minutes between Sundsvall and I think it was scheduled like 30 minutes between Sundsvall and Örnsköldsvik, but because it only takes like 2 minutes, it was here 28 minutes early, so I had to sit. Well, in that case it was probably like 20 minutes, maybe half an hour. So yeah. Anyway, this is beautiful, I think. Well, this isn't much to look at, but this tunnel is not as long as the other one. Also, it slows down, so you go out of it pretty slow, which looks kind of awesome. It's much cooler in the real world, I think, because then it's really dark and it's not that close to the wall is in this game, and there are lights, so it will be light along the wall. So it would not really flash, but you would see short lines of light in those tunnels, and then at the end it would be a bit more open, so it would get light a little slower. Well, in this game it isn't dark in the tunnel, so it doesn't get much lighter, but I mean it would get wider at the entrance, so you would slowly leave it, not just there it was gone. Well, if you go in like China, where the trains go like 500 kilometers an hour on regular basis, then they probably disappear that fast. But in Sweden you just see the wall slowly getting further and further from you, and then you're out in the light, which is wonderful. So I think it's a bit of a shame that it isn't in this game, but yeah. Now see how long I'll have to wait in this station. Probably not as long. 4 minutes later, again. Really, it was almost as long as I waited in the Örnsköldsvik Central, but this time I now know that it was only about 4 minutes each time. But still, that's a bit much when you just sit like that and just nothing happens. If there would have been a train passing by that way on this track on the left side, then it would have been really fun. But nothing, because the night trains, they go on that because they don't stop on in Örnsköldsvik Norra. Also, I love the points that when they merge, it's both beautiful, it both looks beautiful and it sounds amazing. It sounds absolutely beautiful, I think. Well, if you don't like trains, you might think I'm crazy. it is very beautiful. The view is quite amazing as well. Anyway, yeah, that was the merge. So soon we'll see a track on the right side. But the direction I'm looking now. So yeah. I'm just doing this because it looks so beautiful. I hope you're with me, but I think it looks absolutely beautiful when you look from a person's perspective in a train where there are many points, switches and stuff. I think that looks absolutely amazing. Or when you're going alongside a fence or a track or a platform, that is also very beautiful. Well, I mean, you are going alongside tracks when you go alongside switches, but it's much, yeah, I love that when they just, yeah, and then that splits as well, and then that splits as well again here, let's see, there, and then that goes like that, and you see that, and then you see another one, and you still see that one over there, and well, you can see for yourself, and then there comes another one, and then all of a sudden that stops right there, and then eventually the furthest one over there will also stop right now, in fact, and then soon after that this will merge onto that one, and then we'll go alongside a little bit more, and then that will split, and you'll still have that track, but it'll join up with the track next to us, and it will continue. Or maybe my talking makes this a whole lot less enjoyable for you that likes trains, but I hope that you can also feel what I feel, and that you think like I think, because that would be fun to have something in common with a viewer. I think that happens quite often, but yeah, never happened to me before yet, that I know of. So now we're waiting for it. I hope this goes quickly. That wasn't actually too long. I don't know, it's maybe not necessary that I cut that, but yeah. So then that will merge up to us now, and that will continue for a little bit off to the side, of course, and then it will stop, and then we are out of that yard. They're the same as length, so and then you will have to be happy with that, or not happy, but that's as far as I will go with that. So you can see by the time I waited at 55 from for that to leave Sundsvall, and then I sat in Sundsvall between 02 to 6, and then from 8 to 12 in Örnsköldsvik Norra, and then on just, what is it, 3 minutes, as it has gone from there to there, including waiting for the X3000 here, well, the X2000. It's supposed to be extra 3000, but it ain't. But yeah, I hope someone will do one of those eventually. Here we have the other X3000. These do stop at Örnsköldsvik Norra, so yeah. But yeah, that is it for this episode. So I hope you liked it. I hope you liked this thing. This wasn't really that time consuming. It was just a lot of looking on the internet and trying to get the best look of it. But this wasn't really complicated. It was just but yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate if you appreciate. Yeah, I would appreciate that you appreciate it. I still love my work. So I still like. I'm still happy with my work, even if you don't like it. But I hope you kind of like it. If you don't like it, I don't know why you're watching this, because if it's not for that, and if it's not for my English, for my bad English, then I don't know. Honestly, don't know. I mean, I won't stop you from looking at it, even if you don't want to, but I just don't see the point. So yeah, I'll leave you with this beautiful view. I think it's a beautiful view. But yeah, I just have to check this. If that isn't beautiful, then what is? Trains from the air, if you move slow like this, that is one of the most beautiful things on earth, I think. But then I love trains, so but I think that a regular human could quite agree on that. So yeah, I leave you with this beautiful view instead, with the wing in the bottom right. I hope you liked it. Excuse me for the long waiting times. Well, I will cut it, so for you it will be over in 1 sec or less. But yeah, so please subscribe to my channel. As I said before, it will you'll get notified. Well, I believe you know how YouTube works, so I'll just say please subscribe. Like if you liked it, don't like because I say it. Comment if you have any questions or anything. I really want to answer your questions if you have any, so please answer them, even if, yeah, well, maybe if it's regarding another country, then I'm not sure if I could answer. But if there is any questions about Sweden Railway or something, then please feel free to ask. Or if you want to know more about my upcoming projects, if you wonder how this will develop and stuff, yeah, please feel free to ask. Yeah, I think that is it, guys. So yeah, thank you for watching. See you next episode. Bye.